Hello, 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 everybody. Coming in here tonight, Charity Williams, because baking is all the rage. Never done it, so I'm going to try it for the first time. You guys know me, I am an airbrush lover of all things airbrushed, so this is going to be something new for me. So let's do this together. And you guys, as you are joining in and watching me, those of you that hit the share button and say that you shared it at the end of the live, I will be drawing names for a $10 code, $10 off code for an order. So let's get started. I guess the first thing I need to do is take off the day's makeup. I've already pulled my hair back in a bun. I tried to do like a messy bun, but I don't have enough hair, and yeah, it doesn't ever work out the same for me. So we're going to take this morning's makeup on. Let's see, who's watching? Janice, are you there? Come in and say hello. Come on in and say hello. You guys are watching. So tonight we're going to do this baking thing about baking your face. And what they're saying has to do with the cosmetics sitting on your face at your 98.345, whatever your normal body temperature is, and letting it stay for so many minutes. It's supposed to put this very velvety touch to your skin and make everything very velvety. Well, I'm thinking I could work on these a little, but you're supposed to be more baking it here than there. And so anyway, anytime that there is a challenge or something new that I'm going to try it. So that is what we are going to do today. Again, if you guys are coming in, make sure to say hello. And also, did you know that when you're watching, if you just tap your screen once, it's going to have a little option right there to follow, and you can make sure to hit the follow button. That way you don't miss me whenever I go live. You can make sure to jump on in and say hello. And don't want to miss out, because those that share and then comment that they share after they shared will get a $10 discount code to place an order. Okay, so I do need to go ahead and put some foundation on. I took everything off because I already had like blush and I didn't have any contouring, but I had blush and stuff on, so I wanted to take all that off. I'm going to let my face dry real fast. Yeah, make sure to say hello, drop in, let me know what you guys did this weekend, and if you're ready for tomorrow. I'm not too sure that I am ready for tomorrow. I'm glad we got home for an hour or two. It wasn't like late when we got home, but I'm not too sure I'm ready for tomorrow. Oh, I have one more viewer, but I don't know who it is. They're staying incognito. Alright guys, I mixed 2 different shades of foundation in here, which whenever you order a kit, an airbrush kit, you always get 2 shades of foundation. You get to say whether you're fair, medium, tan, warm, or dark, and it gives you one with a pink undertone and one with a yellow undertone, and that's how you're able to mix it. You put your finger over the air source, bubble back, mix the colors perfectly to match your skin tone. That way you don't have to mix different cosmetics on your face, and that's how we can give you a foundation skin color match guarantee. I always like to rock my stylus back and forth and cover up any of those little obvious spots that I have. I call it spot checking those first. Then you keep your airbrush about 4 finger widths from your face, and then when you start to pull back on your stylus, that's when your cosmetics come out. And I did leave my eye makeup on, that way I don't have you guys on here forever while we are trying to bake. Never baked before. If you've ever baked anything on your face, or if you've ever did the makeup baking, I need a heart so I can know. You know, a lot of the younger girls are on it. They are on the trend. am definitely learning. Plus, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just your everyday woman, person, mother. Who likes to wear makeup, who likes to feel pretty and wear makeup. I need to put some extra air right there. Ooh. Okay, so foundation's on. Here is what I've been told to do. Who else is joining in? Hi, Keegan. Come and say hello and let me know if you have baked. You're young, so I know that you have baked maybe, or you know what I'm talking about by baking. I've never done this, so I'm going to try it. You might want to help coach me through. And those that share and comment that they have shared, you get entered to win. I have a $10 promo code that I'm giving away. So at the end of the live, I will actually draw a name. So as long as you type in the comments that you shared, I'm going to be making a list and we will draw names. So I'm going to use our liquid concealer. We actually have a liquid concealer. We have airbrush concealers and X out and eraser, all those fun things, but I'm going to use this. And I'm going to try to do it the way that they say to do it. So I'm going to be putting some of this on the back of my hand, really, and then brushing it on. They say to have a damp sponge, so I'm going to get this a little bit damp and be applying concealer on here with a damp sponge is what they say to do. Actually, I think I need a lot more concealer than that. Put more concealer on my hand. Brenton, I'm not seeing any comments. Okay, I'm just putting my concealer right here on my hand, dabbing and dabbing here. And then like what they say is don't put it completely under your eye. Put it up here. Get it going. Here and here on there. And then I can put some more like on the places that you actually like to highlight your face. So you want to kind of highlight from your arch of your eyebrow up. So kind of dab, dab, dab in there. Wow, that's a lot. And that to help bring things up is what I understand. Again, guys, I've never baked my face before. This is going to be the first time. And when I highlight, I like to highlight underneath here too. So I'm going to put a little bit of that there. See if I got any more on my hand. Put a little bit of that there. I might need a little bit more right there. Okay, I had this brush too because I thought maybe I'd brush it on, but they said to do it this way. Okay. So, getting the sponge a little bit more damp. Dampity-doo-dah. Dampity-doo-dah. Okay, that's when you can start working this up, and they said to gently and lightly work it up. That way you're not getting a lot of stuff caked up in your creases. This is supposed to leave more of a velvety look and not to be caked up in your creases. I'll do the same thing over here. Although I have a lot of it right there. Let's put that there. And it could be possibly that I need to have my sponge more damp or less damp. I don't know. I've never baked. And you know how whenever you highlight up here. That's the big part that you're supposed to be baking the most. So you just work that concealer in there, and I'm going to work this up on my forehead. I think I put too much on my forehead. Let's grab some of that. We'll just grab that off my forehead and put it on my nose. Why not? Dab it in. Okay, so we have our Air Supremacy. This is translucent setting powder. So this is how you bake. You put the flour, you mix it in with the dough, you stick it in the oven. No. Get your translucent powder. Whoa. made a mess with that. Make sure, I'm putting water on the sponge. Make sure that your sponge is damp. I don't need it sopping wet, but it's supposed to be damp. Okay. Now you pick up the powder and you lightly, well, you press lightly but generously put the powder on. And you make sure not to get it right in the crease of your eyes, but up. I might need to more generously put that on my brush. And I'm just barely, I'm not working it in, I'm just trying to get it to lay on top of where I put the concealer. Trying to get it to lay right on top of all of that. Can you guys see that? Can you see all the powder? Try to get some for this side. You just dab, 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 dab. Generous amount of powder. I may have my spongy too wet. What are we thinking? I don't know. Keegan left me. I might have embarrassed her. I got the baking flour all over my sweatshirt. Sweatshirt's pretty cute. It looks plain up front, but on the back it has a zipper down the back. So I like to wear it when I go. It keeps me warm. But it has that zipper on there. So it looks fashionable, but yet it is a sweatshirt. Okay, Brenton. Have you made a comment yet? So I can make sure my comments are working. Please and thank you. Okay, generous amount of baking powder. Translucent setting powder. Okay, it's on there. I'm going to put some up here. Some down my nose. A little down there. A little down there. I'm supposed to let it. Now it's baking. But while it's baking, get that to go away. He says, Jess, thank you, Brenton. While it is baking and setting, you could work a little bit of that powder up a little bit more. Just kind of work it up into those areas. I think I had it too wet. Okay, I'm going to let that bake. While that's baking, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring while this is baking. So there's an easy way to help you contour. I'm going to grab a card here. So you actually get your contour and put it in your airbrush system. Make sure I don't have any foundation left in there. I'll spray it on my neck if I do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put my contour in here. I'm going to contour a little bit, which is going to be the opposite of what I'm highlighting. So you're highlighting and baking things forward, making it really velvety, except for I have a big zit right there. And then contouring to go back in. So I just wanted to see what it was like to bake. I just kind of have a little bit of a card to go from the crease of your mouth to your ear. Kind of suck in. And that helps give you your contour line. Like that. So you know where to follow with your contour line. I like to go a little bit on my forehead, sides of my nose, just a little, like here and here. And you can go down around here on the bottom part of your chin as well to help hide that double chin in there. Move this down. Again, it's not blush, it's a contour line. So that's why it looks a little bit more harsh. Okay. Now, as this bakes at 300, no, I'm just kidding. As this bakes for however many minutes, I said 10 minutes, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting that long. But as this bakes for a few minutes, it's going to leave like a velvety look on your face. So I'm going to try to work some more of this in just a little bit. My spongy's really, really wet. They said as it's a wet sponge, that's when you can tap things around in your eyes, but that big thick powder you want to keep there. But you can kind of tap this in around your eyes. And let it bake. Let it bake. Let it bake. Let it bake. What about right there? And on my chin. Okay, all that powder. Let it bake. See what happens to it as it goes. So this is Tame. I've been wearing Tame all day. It's still there. Did a live on my personal page earlier today. So again, if somebody joins in and says shared, you get entered to win a $10 promo. So I'd like to do the drawing right here live, but if I don't have enough live and I get you guys on the replay, then I will come back in tomorrow and do one. But you have to make sure to comment that you shared. And then also, in case you missed it, if you hover over, just tap your screen once. It'll have a little thing that comes up on the bottom, and you have the option to follow. That way, because I've had you guys like, oh my gosh, I always miss your lives. So if you are able to tap that, then hit follow, and then you'll be able to follow every time that I actually come live. You'll be able to see that and watch that. So this is baking. You got any knock-knock jokes while this is baking? So remember, the new airbrushed kits come with 2 large bottles of the 4-in-1 Silk Foundation, which has anti-aging in it, your concealer, your moisturizer and primer, and hi Teresa, I think I saw your profile picture in that little heart. And your silk has all 4 things in one, and then you will get a blush and you will get Love with it as well. Love is an illuminating highlighter. It's kind of like a flesh color, but it brings the extra sparkle. Teresa, I am baking. Have you ever heard of baking? So basically, I got our liquid concealer. I just put it up. I have a habit of having to put everything back up. So I got our liquid concealer instead of the spray concealer. Liquid concealer, damp sponge, put it on there, right? Worked it in. And then I got our translucent powder and put it very generously powdered up on there. And then I contoured it. So this is called baking. All of the young girls bake. I've never baked before because, you know, I do everything airbrushed. But these are products that we carry. So the concealer stick under there. And then they call it baking because you put the powder on your face. And it's the temperature of your body, 98.4, whatever, 97.3, whatever your your body temperature is. We know what the regular range are, but everybody's is different. As it stays on there for so many minutes, that's what's baking it. And then the powder is supposed to be making a very velvet-y finish on your skin whenever you're done. Although I didn't put any powder on my forehead. I kind of just put it under here. Maybe I should put powder on my forehead too. Let's put some of that in the lid. I know, right? Baking, never heard of her. Don't know it. Don't know her, never met her. Let's put a little up in here. So most of the time when I just highlight, I like do this little square here and down my nose. But the makeup artist was talking to us about how if you go from like that point of your eyebrow up, it's supposed to help lift up. Gives yourself a facelift like this. So I'm just going to kind of put that in. And as it bakes, and you let it bake, and then you go in and you brush all the excess off after it's done baking. Let's put that back in there a little bit. You can kind of work this in. Have you ever, so these little filter things are fun. I played with this one earlier. See how it's making me sparkle your eyes and everything. I almost thought about doing it, but then I was afraid that like when I held something up like this, it'd be too like, and that you wouldn't really use that. So I prefer to not really use a filter. I know. It's cool though. You can always share it with your friends just in case they like it. You never know. There's a lot of people that aren't makeup wearers, and it's all new. It's all new. It's all relative. I never did it before either until I started doing it. And now to me, like, this is a shocker for me because I don't even use brushes or sponges, like, really, hardly ever. So I had to buy this little doodad. I bought that sponge. It was like $1 at Dollar General. And then I had to pull out my old makeup brushes because I brush off the excess here in just a second. So that part's total new to me because for like almost a year now I've been airbrushing. And I just get so used to it going and being fast and over and done with. So it's just kind of cool. But I am giving away a $10 promo code for those who share the video tonight and comment shared. So if you're nervous about airbrushing, the cool thing is we do have skincare products. We do have traditional eyeshadow palettes and all other types of, there's traditional makeup stuff there too, lip stains. There's a few lip stains still in stock, things like that. There's all kinds of cool things. You can get eyelash curlers that are rose gold, makeup bags, all kinds. Actually, you know, it would be really cool, Teresa. There is a, I don't have it over here with me. It's a manicure set, is what it says. So it has like fingernail clippers and files and even like cuticle trimmers and all that stuff in it. But it has like a ton of tools, a ton of little bitty tools that I find to use for many different things. So you're like, yay, little hand tools. And it's totally cheap. It's way under $15. It might be under $10 right now, but I know it's under $15 for sure. Okay. I think it's been long enough for me to brush the rest of this baking powder off. It's not baking. It's translucent setting powder, but, you know, we're baking. Just to see what this does, what it's like. How well it blends. And you just brush the excess off, which it does leave like, it's super soft. It leaves it super soft. There's my contour line on my nose. It does leave it super soft. Maybe I coulda, shoulda, woulda left it on a little bit longer and been I'm only half baked. I am only half baked. Ooh, little brush hair on my face. That is nice. That feels so, I can feel that I have makeup on, but it feels so nice. Velvety smooth, contoured and highlighted. And crazy hair did. Crazy hair did. Crazy hair did. I do know you, dear. Do you like this? Maybe I should just keep it up like that the whole time. Okay, what do we think about the baking? I just still want to, it makes me want to airbrush over it. That might just ruin the effect of it, but I still want to. I want to blush for sure. I'm going to go ahead and put some blush on. Does it look really good? It like feels really, really soft, but it's like, oh, my cord is in my leg. I didn't want to put too much blush in there. I might need to put a little bit more blush in there. I got to keep looking at it. It's one of those things that you got to keep looking at to decide, like, do I like it? Do I not like it? Do I like it? Do I not like it? I wanted a little bit more color. I did. I wanted a little bit more color. I wanted more color to my face. Alright, I'm just flushing water through my stylus, because whenever you flush water through it, it's going to get that extra pink out. And I'm going to blend this in just a little bit more, because it feels really soft. Very exaggerative. Very exaggerative. Looks like, ooh. Beauty of airbrushing. When you want it blended, you just go back and blend more. I'm really going to try not to hit much on the areas that I baked. I'm just going to go around on the other areas. Now I am baked. I'm truly, truly, truly baked. So that is my baking for today. I will see you guys again on Wednesday at 8 o'clock for sure. And I may pop up at any time when because like I got a really cool eyeshadow palette given to me last week, and I haven't got to play with that yet. So I kind of need to do that. Might do that Wednesday, and might just pop up to do that at any time. But again, make sure to hover over, tap, make sure that you're following. If you would like to share, I'd love for you to share, and then you can type in shared, and then you can enter to win. It's $10 off. $10 off anything you want. And other than that, I hope you guys had a blessed night. I had fun baking. I baked. I'm baked. I can go tell my mom I'm baked. All right, good night, guys.